What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Pete back with you here today. Today, guys, we are finally dropping one of my highest anticipated bowling ball reviews to date. I am finally excited this bowling ball is coming back on the market. It has a new look, but it's one of my favorite bowling balls of all time, and Storm Bowling. It's about freaking time you finally brought this ball back to us in the fresh line. With that being said, guys, you know what I'm talking about. Today we're reviewing Storm's brand new IQ Tour Ruby. As always, guys, thanks for tuning in. Hit the like button, the sub button, the notification bell, and let's get into the review for the brand new IQ Ruby. Alright, guys, so like we said, we're going to be reviewing the brand new IQ Tour Ruby. Today's video, we're going to be up at Brock's Bowl. We've got a nice transition shot out there for us for the Ruby to look really good. Also, joining the review, we're going to do a little bit of a comparison. We're going to be stacking the IQ Ruby up with, of course, its solid counterpart, the IQ Tour Solid, and then the Phase 5, which is one of my favorite transition pieces. It's got the same cover stock, the R2S Pro cover. It's got a similar RG, and I believe 2.48. I think it's just slightly lower than what's in the IQ, but then we have a higher differential. So just to see a core that's going to want to flare a little bit more and be a little bit quicker off the friction compared to the Ruby. All right, guys. So like we said, we're going to be reviewing the brand new IQ Tour Ruby. And as you can see, guys, I'm not just going to do a review here today. I'm also going to do a little bit of a comparison, starting off the original IQ Tour Solid, obviously the solid counterpart to our Ruby, and then I've also got one of my favorite current transitional pieces, the Phase 5. It's also a symmetric pearl. Both balls feature the R2S Pearl cover. Almost similar core numbers other than the differentials. We got the higher differential in the 5 and then the lower diff in the Ruby. So I think it's going to be a good comparison to compare two balls with the same cover, but see the differences between a ball that wants to, how do I want to say it, be a little bit quicker and a little bit more responsive off friction as compared to a ball that's going to want to be a little bit smoother and a little bit slower and controllable off the friction. And then, of course, guys, I wish I could throw it, but as you guys can see, it's cracked. But we got to talk a little bit about the original, the OG, the 2013 original pour of the IQ Tour Pearl, the gold ball. Still to this day, it's one of the most sought after bowling balls. It was super popular. It still is super popular. And when I was in high school, guys, and when I was growing up, this was arguably my favorite bowling ball in my bag. Not just because of how it looked, but it was such a good ball. It was very versatile, very controlled, but it still liked the shape. It was just that perfect bowling ball, really, for me in my bag and for what I always bowled on. But again, Storm finally brought us the ball back. We got a Ruby version now. I did lay this ball out similar to how I had my gold ball. Both of them are pinned under my middle finger, which I don't know the exact numbers, which is more important. If I wanted to guess, I think it's about 5.5. I would say about 5.5 pin to PAP, and then I think the pin buffer is about 6.5 or 7. I'm gonna have to get the exact measurement, but I'm pretty sure it's about 5.5 by about 6.5, maybe 7. So that way I've got basically the same ball back in my bag as I did the Ruby. Like we said, we're going to be up at Brock's Bowl. We got a nice transition pattern out there for us where all three of these balls are going to look really good. For my predictions, obviously I got the solid ball. That ball's going to be the earliest, really, out of the three even, I think. We got the solid cover. We still got that low RG, but we got that differential to make the ball a little bit smoother. And then we got the 5. That's probably going to be the strongest. It's going to be the most aggressive ball you're going to see. I'm going to be able to do the most with it, especially when I get left. And we're just going to see where all three stack up to each other, and then we're going to talk about how they fit in the bag. So let's go check it out.
Oh, that's pretty good. Make sure you catch it. It's all right. Wow.
guys, so that was our review and comparison for the brand new IQ Tour Ruby. I feel like the video kind of did a lot of talking for myself, guys. This ball looks like an absolute game changer for me and for what I remember. It's almost a carbon copy almost for me from the gold ball. From what I remember, the motion is incredibly similar. It likes to pick up early, but again, it's nice and shapy, but it's still controllable. It looks really good when it has some friction. So I'm super excited for it. Where it fits in the bag, it's definitely a step down ball. For me, it's definitely probably going to be more of a little bit of a burn ball. Like I said, it looks really good when it has a lot of friction. I had a lot of friction out there today, so that helped the ball look really good. I did a couple weeks ago, I threw it for the first time in league. I threw it all 3 games. I even threw it on the fresh, and it did look really good. But I really had to make sure that I kept my angles tightened down. I had to throw the ball nice and straight. But that's the big thing about this ball and why it's going to be so good and why I like it already, is because of how versatile it appears to be. Like I said, I bowled on the fresh with it. I was able to play really straight with it. It looked really good. And like you guys just saw up there with a good amount of friction, I was able to shape the ball and make it look pretty good. The only real time I think when the ball kind of struggled was when I got really far left. I think most of that is again because of the layout. That layout just doesn't like the ball to see a lot of open angles for me. Because again, it's still very smooth, so it kind of prefers those little tighter, a little more shut down angles from the looks of it. So again, like the Phase 5, that Phase 5 is like my go-to transition ball. It really likes to create a lot of angle. It looks really good when I open the lanes up. So when I see the friction and I need to open the lane up, I'm going to lean more towards the 5. Now when I have the friction, but I want to keep my angles a little bit tighter, the Ruby I think is going to be the better option for the most part. Like I said, this is definitely going to be a ball that's going to prefer friction, but when I need to keep my angles a little bit tighter, I need to kind of shut everything down and keep the ball in front of me. That's where the Ruby's going to shine. And then the Solid, obviously, that's the earliest of the two. It's a lot earlier, it's a lot smoother. So the Solid would be a little bit more of a ball up from the Pearl version for the most part for me. Again, the Solid's going to look really good when I need to keep the ball shut down a little more and keep my angles tight. But as soon as I start to kind of lose my look, I think, with the Solid, starting to move left and it's kind of looking like it's going to start to die on me. That's when the Ruby's going to jump in because it's just going to give me that little bit of extra length and a little bit better shape. So as always, guys, I thank you for tuning in. Be sure to hit the like button, the comments. As always, guys, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit the like button, the sub button, the notification bell. Go hit the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you got a Ruby yet. Let me know if you're excited for it. If you think the video persuaded you to kind of lean towards the ball, let me know down in the comments. And I'm excited for this one, guys. I hope you are too. So thanks for tuning in. Pete Freezy here. Peace.